Hey guys, Joost34 back again. Just wanted to do a quick review vid on this bad boy. Unfortunately, I will have to pack it back up for now until I can have a place to put it, but I had to film it before I did so. This is the 66 Mobile, 1966 Batmobile, 1/6 scale limited edition collectible vehicle by Jazz Inc. Dioramas. Gentleman that leads the way, known as Joost. And when he started this project, this was sort of custom work that I think turned into actual license work by Warner Brothers, because they gave him the license to do this, as there's evidence right there, DC, WB. So people kind of had some heart failure when he was doing this, because they thought that WB was going to kind of squash it, but instead they endorsed it and they gave him the green light, since Hot Toys, also carrying these type of, or creating, making these type of products, mass produced. They made the figures, the 66 Batman and Robin and so on, and they've made other Batman vehicles, but they, for some reason, canceled this one. So that's where Jazz stepped in and made this beautiful, beautiful piece. Bad insignia. So I'll just quickly go over everything it came with. So it comes with, obviously, the car, little pieces that you have to install once you unpack it, like the little bat antenna there, and the well, I shouldn't say the bat signal, and the back antenna here that plugs into the back here, and then you have your parachutes here that look very real, and you have the flame that attaches by magnet. And when the lights are on, this does light up. And then when you put the flame in, it illuminates the flame, which is a nice touch. Beautiful done, beautifully done. Then you have the trunk here that opens up. And inside there you go, the mobile crime computer. The details on this are amazing. Absolutely stunning. Look at these, the details on these. And he does supply the power cord that plugs into the bottom here, and that you can plug into an outlet. I have it using the US plug, but there's other types of plugs that come with it. Came all in this box here. Also comes with an extra bat radar, bat signal, whatever you want to call it, antenna, whatever. But this is, it comes with two, so it's like an extra. But what I noticed is that there is a slightly different tint, a different paint job to what it looks like. But they're basically the same thing, and they're interchangeable. So I guess you can pick which one you want to use there. Okay. Pretty cool. The inside here, really beautiful. Steering wheel. The dashboard, all the different buttons, start button, the bat ray projector, the bat ram, homing receiver scope. There's the seats, very nice details on the seats, bat extinguisher. And then in there is the bat phone, the bat red phone. It's a little blurry right now, but you can kind of see it in there. See if I do this instead, this might help. Yeah, there you go. Just hit that there. See, siren on the top. The seats, really nice. Really nice. This thing's amazing. The nice thing too is that this piece right here does come off. So if you need to do anything, or let's say you do have the figures that you want to put in here, you can take this off so you can get to this stuff here more easily. He does also supply, which I was confused at first because I thought I had to apply these on here, but these are actually like extras, the decals, stuff in case you need to replace anything or repair anything. The different license plate numbers here. It's hard to see with the other bag in the way. Bat 1, Gotham City, 2FTP. I'm not so, I was a big fan of this show. I'm not an expert on the details as far as why the different license plate numbers. Maybe at some point they were different in the show, but under here, as you can see, that's the one that came on the car. TP6597. But I guess you have the option to change that out if you want, or if you need to replace it. Also comes with extra pieces here that are magnetized that you could put on the computer, which I did. Under there, I did put one of them there. That's held by a magnet. A little blurry, hard to see, but it's right there. So this piece comes off. A little hard to get to in one hand. Hold on. Okay. So there you go. So that was the one I chose. So it's supposed to be like the back computer or showing something on the display. And there's, like I said, there's two other options in here. Let's see if I can get that real quick. So you got these two choices. And then this one, which I found was the most interesting. So that goes right in here. And it's like it sticks via a magnet. Let me go back here a little bit so you can see. So it sticks by magnet right in there. Really cool. And of course, let me put this back on real quick. You have to futz with it a little bit, but it does. If you match it up with the holes, you can get it back on. There you go. There we go. And as you see, the doors open. Okay. This side too. And sometimes you have to do a little force to get it back on. What I like to do is these hinges that pop out. So if you just hold that down slightly, you can get it to kind of, there, pop right back in. And nice touch, he even included a cleaning cloth. So you can wipe down, because although this is very finished and durable paint, as far as resisting scratches and scuffs, it does get a lot of your fingerprints on it with a nice shine. So if you have to touch it or you do whatever you do with it, just wipe it down with this cloth, or maybe sort of like, if you needed to replace this, maybe like a sunglasses cloth or anything soft like this, that will get the shine going, get the fingerprints off. Bataram, which actually just connects onto here, and you can have it attached to the front if you want, which is cool. I'm not actually putting it in because I think the box is a little bit in the way of it hooking in, but you get the point there. It kind of hooks right there on the bottom, and it kind of latches on like that if you want. Kind of like that. There's a connector right under here if you want to put it. It's right there, actually. And then the bat remote. It even comes with a little, it's right here. Comes with a little antenna here. Very 60s, right? Definitely a gadget that looks like Batman would use or have. Look at that. Probably does nothing for the reception, but it works either way, but it's just for the look of it. It's kind of funny. You slide that open, here you go. And that's what starts the lights. A does this part in the dashboard, and there's the bat phone blinking on and off. See? There's also lights in there. The B button turns on the lights in the front. C button turns on the lights in the back. See, they're now on in the back. You can see them underneath there. And then the D button turns on the additional front lights here. If you press it once, there you go. It takes a little second, so it does work. Just give it a sec. And then if you hit the D button twice, this is the one that gets a little stubborn, but if you do it twice, it lights up it's behaving itself because it knows I'm filming a video. Sometimes it doesn't always catch on the first try. You got to hit the D twice, and then it lights this up, the back flame. How awesome is that? Again, if you take that out, you still get that effect there, even with the flame out if you want. But once, you know how this famous flame works when they first start up the Batmobile and take off from the Batcave. There's a close-up of the tires. Look at the realism of that tire. It looks real. It even has like a subtle sag where it looks like an actual tire when it's kind of pressed on the street, where the air a little bit fluctuates. And it feels real. It's real rubber. And the one thing to be careful for, what I noticed, is that you can turn these wheels manually with your hand, so that it has like a subtle turn to it, see? So if you want to kind of have it a little bit of that tilt, it will do that, okay? So it has some of the foam from the packaging. So you can go back and forth with that. And you can turn the steering wheel. So you can make the steering wheel turn. However, as far as I could tell, because I tried it by lifting the car up, turning the steering wheel here does not actually turn the tires, from what I could see. I lifted it and tried it, and I turned the steering wheel, and it did not control the tires. So both pieces are separate and manual. So if you want, you can do that. If you really want to go for the realism, you could tilt the wheel the same. You could tilt the steering wheel in the same vein, so it looks like it matches the tilt of the tire. See? So you can do that and that. But, like I said, one does not control the other. So, minor detail, that's okay. Because how often would you do that anyway? So now I'm going to turn the lights off in the room here, dim it down so you can get the full effect of the lights here. Look at that. Very cool. Then what you do is when you want to shut them off, you just reverse it. A shuts that off. B shuts the front lights off. C will shut the back one off. You can literally see the red light. Look at that, when it turns it on and off. That's how strong the light is. See that red hue that hits, so you can tell the back lights are on. And now they're off. And the D turns that off. And then last but not least, you have to do it twice. Like I said, this is the one that gets a little stubborn, but there you go, boom, off. So there you go, guys. Absolutely, absolutely amazing. The 1966 Batmobile. Big thanks to Jazz Inc. Joost, thank you for making this dream come true for many of us old timers, 1966 Batman fans. Holy ravioli, Batman, it's the Batmobile. All right, guys, so I wanted to shoot a little bonus footage here that I'm going to put in this Nightmare Before Christmas special. But this is like a crossover. I'm also filming this as part of my 66 Mobile Jazz Inc. review. I'm just adding this on as bonus footage because I actually got my hands on my Batman and Robin Hot Toys 1966 figures that I've had on display in Detox there forever, and I had a chance to pose them with the car before I pack the car back up for now until I have a proper place to store it. So before I put the car away, I just wanted to film this bonus footage, and also to show my horror fan folks that are watching my special on the other vid that you'll see this part as well. Just not to repeat myself for the part of this being in the review vid, but this is the 66 Mobile done by Jazz Inc., Joost, as we all know. That did end up being licensed. Very nice box. It's upside down right now, but you can see there it is. And he actually was allowed to call it the Batmobile, and there's the DC logo on it, although upside down. But as you see here, that I pointed out in my full review, it has DC, the Bat insignia, and it has the WB logo. They did end up letting him license it, which was nice. And he'll be doing more of them for them as well, which I'm looking forward to. He did tease the 89 Mobile now, so the 89 Batmobile, which is one of my faves along with this one. So I'd be very excited to see what he does with that one, and the Batman Forever one that's coming, as well as he did the Justice League. He hasn't done the Tumbler, but he may do his spin on that too, even though Hot Toys has done it, because Hot Toys also did the 89 one, but he's going to tackle that as well. So this car is beautiful. As you can see, I'll put the lights on now so you can kind of see it in full glory one more time. There we go. All right. Pause this for a second. Okay, I switched my settings. I always forget to do that to full-on 60 frames per second 4K, so you can get a really good view of this. There's the Batman figures, and there is the Batmobile. Beautifully done. There's the front one more time. Okay, and there is the back end of it. You can see it's quite big, as 1/6 scale will be. There's the back engine light going. I don't have the flame on in the moment, and the back lights. Be careful with this piece here. I know somebody else along with me that sometimes this gets a little weak and comes off with the magnet. So I just reinforced it with crazy glue just so that it stays put. There is a magnet system on this. See, and now it's holding pretty well after I put the added glue. So not a big deal. As long as you reinforce it with some hot glue or crazy glue or something, it's an easy fix. All right, and when I pull it back off, it comes off like normal, and everything's cool. All right, so there you go. But that is the 66 Batmobile, and there is Batman Robin. Holy 1/6 Batman. Cool. Moving on. Till next time, guys. This is JoeBiz34. Peace out.